Hello and welcome to another episode of Mansion Tours.
Yeah, that's right. Today we are at 5250 Horizon Drive in the beautiful Malibu Hills. This property is listed at 7.65 million.
So why don't we go inside and check it out?
So we're up here in the hilltop of Malibu at 5250 Horizon Drive. This house is new construction and it's around just under 5,200 square foot. Now that's the main house and that covers 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. And then the actual grounds, the acreage of the grounds is what's really impressive. Up here you've got 1.6 acres. That includes all of this incredibly well-used entertaining space, from decks, barbecue areas, to this incredible pool, various alfresco dining moments, and even a dedicated built-in airstream in there as well.
Yeah, so the area that we're actually in is called Malibu Park, which has a very interesting history. About 5 years ago, Malibu Park basically got decimated by the Woolsey fire. About 400 homes were completely lost. About $1.6 billion of damages were claimed. And we're now at the process, 5 years ago, where finally these homes are being rebuilt and are coming up for sale again. So with that in mind, let's go and check out the actual house.
Let's have a look. Hi guys, so the property is actually located on Horizon Drive, which is a private road. And then as you drive up there to the top of the hill, you get to your own private driveway. Coming through, it's magnificent. It pops you out right in this huge parking area. So anyone with a lot of cars, this is the property for them. You've got massive amounts of parking on the upper parking area, and then down meanders to your 2-car garage and gym, where you've got another set of parking.
Yeah, so this upper parking lot is probably where you're going to park generally. You're going to park up and then take this meandering path through to the main house. But before we get to the main house and the entryway, let's just talk about the planting. And what we've done with the landscaping here is tier it, so that actually when, in about 6 months' time, when everything's grown up, the house is actually going to feel quite hidden. So when you get to about here in the pathway, these will actually be up about this high, and then at the entryway, you get the rhododendrons, which are going to be up like this. So again, you don't have this big black mass just hitting you as you come in. It will definitely feel more private and more secluded. And you'll see that throughout the landscaping as we go through the property. There are lots of little hidden passageways down to the pool bathroom, and it's really helps, first of all, it helps differentiate the spaces between the different areas of the house, but also, as I said, does give this sort of like hidden secret garden feel to it and makes you want to explore the house more as we progress.
Well, that's what I like, actually. As Dougal was talking about the entry, it's quite subtle and quite minimalist. You've got this very industrial steel columns painted black, but then immediately offset with that, you've got the organic material, which is a cedar cladding, cedar siding on the handrails and on the ceiling, and then these two sort of minimalist spotlights to light your way on the way into the house. Should we go and have a look inside?
Let's do it. So coming in straight away, you're met with this really impressive solid white oak door. Got a nice side light on the left-hand side so you can see who's coming in. And then this beautiful 5-foot brushed brass door handle. This brushed brass detail features throughout the house. The house has brushed brass and chrome finishes, which really complement each other very nicely without being too matchy-matchy. As you come in on the right-hand side, you have your control 4 system. So this obviously controls all your lights, your cameras, your security, and most importantly, your music. Coming in straight away, you can see this huge open plan expanse. Kitchen on the left-hand side, dining room, which leads out onto one of the many expansive decks in this property. Nice little seating area in front of the 6-foot linear fireplace, which we'll look at later, and then the living room and bedrooms beyond. In a lot of our houses that we build, you know, they're very much more mid-century, a bit more contemporary. Because the property here is such dark stucco, it can feel quite masculine. It's very important to try and balance that on the inside by making everything a little bit more feminine, a little bit softer and homely. So on this, we did do the 1.5 inch reveal on the stone countertops, or the porcelain countertops. And then on the kitchen cabinetry, instead of just doing a flat panel, we did the shaker, which again just makes it feel a bit more like good housekeeping, slightly more feminine, a bit more traditional, which again just softens the entire space.
Yeah, I like that. The shaker panel is definitely a somewhat more of a traditional feature, but laid out in this house, it looks absolutely glorious. What I'd like to do is get a little more granular on the kitchen details because there's so much detail to show. First of all, right here is your appliance garage, one of two. And I love the details on this where it opens up, but you don't have the doors in your way. So you can have coffee maker, toaster, whatever you want to use in here. And then once you're done with it, neatly pull it out, hide everything away. The other nice detail is that the countertop continues in underneath the cabinetry. So any spills, if you have your coffee maker down here, you can wipe it right up. Moving along, as Dougal was saying, you've got the shaker detail on this white oak with these beautiful brass M-Tech hardware. And then next along, Sub-Zero wine fridge. Keep the party moving. 2 dishwashers, all with hidden panels. So it just, you know, you don't have like your stainless steel fronts. So dishwasher, dishwasher. And then a slightly more traditional farmhouse sink, which really goes with that sort of beachside vibe. Again, Blanco is one of our favorite brands that we use. And you have these removable chopping boards to make cleanup nice and easy. So second dishwasher. Over here, you've got your second appliance garage. And in here, this all just hides away super neatly. You've got your outlets in here, ready to plug in whatever you're using for your daily routine. Now, continuing over, you'll actually see no space is wasted. Once you see this would normally be a dead corner in the counter, but the way we've designed this cabinetry is that as you pull it out, you've then got additional storage inside, which pulls out as you open it, and then as you close it, it hides away. Other little details, instead of just opening and having shelves, which stuff can get hidden and stuck in the back, spice racks, easily accessible from both sides whilst you're cooking. And then as always, we've got our Wolf appliances mixed in with our Sub-Zero refrigerators, gorgeous built-in microwave. We don't use them that often, but it's always good to have. So then in here, again, lovely, slightly more traditional details than we usually do with the curved cutouts for the handles. And again, all of these just pull out. So you've got full access to what is ever at the back of the cabinetry, at the back of the pantry. Moving on to your Wolf, no hardware on the double oven. And then coming over, we've got our enormous, you know, we love our big refrigerators. Big fridge and freezer, both sides, absolutely gigantic. And then stepping back over here. Now, a lot of people, when they do their gas hobs, this drawer will be a faux drawer because the gas hob usually drops down to about there. So unless you design it really well, this has actually got a full-size drawer. It's just been dropped down a little bit lower to maximize the storage you've got in here. So with no wasted space, again, all the way through the front of this island, more storage. And then one of my favorite details is I hate wires connecting to your phone when you're charging. This island has 2 wireless chargers, one over there and one here.
They actually also pop up.
Stop it. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. So you have your plugs and USBs built in as well.
Oh, that's genius.
Yeah. So that's the kitchen done. Over here, we move on to the dining room. And really, a lot of incredible views in this household, but sitting at the dining table, I think, must be some of the best ones. We have views over Point Dume to our left, Zuma Beach on our right, and over here on the far left, the canyon, which is really actually one of my favourite parts. We have this beautiful 6-foot brushed brass light fixture. This is actually from Modern Forms. If you're interested in any of the light fixtures you see in any of our homes, do check out our website. There are links to some of that stuff so you can buy it through our blog page. Moving on, we have this sort of more relaxed seating area. I love the staging in this house. I think they did it really, really well. And I can absolutely see myself sitting here, glass of wine in hand, in the winter, in front of this beautiful electric fireplace, oh sorry, gas fireplace, with this black glass detail in it. And it's just really nice to have these really clear designated spaces throughout this open living space, but at no point does it feel cramped, and everything feels very natural. The flow is really, really nice. And moving through, we have our formal living room. And again, you know, really incredible views, ocean views, you know, from, I guess that's Santa Monica all the way over to Catalina Island and beyond. At the moment, we can see a little bit of this house below, but there are some vicus trees which have all been planted, another 6 months, and that should take care of that. And then it's just going to be all view. And then last little detail is this beautiful solid white oak shelving and built-in cabinetry below. Again, with the same porcelain stone countertop, which you see in the master bedroom. And off the living room, we have these sliders here and here. But why don't we go and check out the other balconies before coming back inside and exploring the rest of this level.
So as Dougal was mentioning earlier, the best views are from the dining room. We can even include our outdoor alfresco dining moment, which really is the most spectacular view. You've got these beautiful porcelain tiles which lead out into this, on this portion, this is a floating balcony over the master bedroom below. And then if you're doing outdoor dining, you can use your outdoor barbecue, which also has refrigerator and then just storage under here. Now, I'm assuming this is the same stone that was used inside the house as well, this porcelain.
Yeah, same porcelain slab here. Outside, obviously, yeah, you can use porcelain or concrete. You can't really use the Caesar stone because the Caesar stone or any quartz stone tends to discolour over time. But with porcelain, that's another great thing about it. So many great things about porcelain, but the fact that you can use it outside on barbecues like that, and it just makes it feel just way more elevated than just doing a concrete countertop, which can get damaged and stain over time.
No, I agree with that. I mean, so as we come over here, again, you've got this. Our metal handrail with the horizontal bars. It's more of a modern touch, which we love, which brings in that duality of some of the traditional features inside mixed with the modern features on the exterior. Now, if you follow around here, again, as Dougal was talking about the Santa Monica Mountains, here it's such a spectacular view, and unless you're actually stood out here, you really can't get a full sense of scale. I mean, this mountain is right next to us and it is massive. You'll have to come to one of the open houses to see it in person. Now, again, hidden on the back wall of the gas fireplace from inside, we've got this beautiful limestone clad fireplace, again, gas out here, so that, you know, when it's a warmer evening, you want to sit out and you can have, I believe your turn on and off buttons are set neatly into the side of the stone, because we always lose our remotes. But this is an absolutely spectacular outdoor seating area, and you just pick your view. You've got ocean, beach, Point Dume, and then Santa Monica Mountains.
So yeah, back inside, on the rest of this floor, we have a big storage closet for hanging your coats and shoes as you come in the house. You have your AV cabinetry, which we don't necessarily need to go into right now. Then you have an office, fourth bedroom, and powder on your left. And while we're here, let's just talk about these details because they are everywhere. You know, first of all, we have this inset oak base detail, which is really, really nice. And then this shadow line, which then runs up around all of the doors. Very, very clean, and just gives it this floating look, this inset floating look throughout the house. It's a tricky detail to do, and those that appreciate architecture and building will definitely appreciate this. Quickly, I'll show you the powder room. Jonathan, you can take the other two rooms.
Sure.
But in here, we have a very nice floating oak vanity with built-in dividers within it. Axle faucets, which are throughout the property. Very good brand. They're sort of the premium brand for Hansgrohe, if you're familiar with that sort of stuff. This beautiful brushed brass mirror, brushed brass, light fixture, and then a toilet hidden very nicely behind the door.
So then bringing you over into one of the bedrooms, again, you've got the white oak door, the MTech hardware, which again matches up to the MTech hardware for the closet. So we've got a very well thought out closet in here. You've got drawers inside. So it really does give you the sort of impression of a proper walk-in, even though it's slightly smaller. Got double hang, and then again, shelves for either jeans and or shoes. So I love this room. One of the details I love in this room are these sconces. You know, sconces really do set your bed headboard area. It just kind of, it centers everything from where you're sleeping. And again, you've got the brass detail on the outside, and they're a really nice size. Quite often, a lot of these light fixtures that you get, you order them online, and when they arrive, they're much smaller than they look. Mm-hmm. Let me bring you through into the ensuite for this room. So in here, we've got the Caesar stone cloudburst counter. Again, as Dougal was saying, the axle made by Hansgrohe in chrome for here, and we've got this beautiful duality of the chrome and the brass, which really accents each other well. Similar detail with the knockouts for the pull-out drawer. And then what's lovely about this one is you get this accent tile which runs all the way through, so it doesn't feel like you have a really cut-off shower stall. The wall just expands throughout the whole bathroom, and then this beautiful brass Schluter detail, which runs through and accents on the exterior, and it's just a really nice way to cover the sides of the tile. Again, in here, you've got this Caesar stone for the capping of your dam inside, and again, this beautiful niche detail. And if it'll translate on camera, it's actually set out about 1/4 inch, so it gives a really nice pronounced detail as you walk in here. Yeah, this one's really special. Do you want to see some of the other rooms?
Yeah, well, let's have a quick look at the office and then let's go downstairs.
Great.
So yes, in here we do have the upstairs office, about 15 foot squared, very nicely laid out. Again, built-in cabinetry. You can see, again, very, very nicely built in, very well done. And what I do like about the design of this house is that we do have a lot of wood throughout, right? We have cedar and we have a lot of oak, but the tones are all slightly different. You have a slightly washed oak floor. This is a plain sawn oak, which means you have much more of the detail in it than, say, a rift sawn, which looks a bit more modern and is actually more expensive, I think, per square foot. But I do like plain sawn because you see the natural texture in the oak. And then within the cabinetry, you'll see in the closets that we saw earlier in here, they've gone for a slightly lighter oak finish on that as well. So it doesn't all feel too matchy-matchy. We're all in the same vein in that we have this natural oak throughout, but there is a little bit of disparity as we go through the house, and we can see, that it is natural.
So coming down, you've got the floating oak steps with this similar handrail detail as you've got outside for that continuity of indoor-outdoor California living. Now downstairs, we have 3 bedrooms plus the laundry. So let's have a look at the first bedroom in on the left. Now notice you've got these huge, again, as Dougal was talking, the plain sawn, you really see the grain in the wood, which really gives you a nice sort of homey vibe. This room's one of the big downstairs bedrooms, and you've got this stucco accent wall, which really makes this bedroom feels like it could almost be a master.
I mean, this room must be 18 by 22, 24 square foot. So yeah, I mean, this would count as a master or premier suite in the majority of homes out there.
Yeah. Whereas for us, it's just one of the guest bedrooms.
But you could easily fit, 2 double beds in here if you wanted to, have this as a big guest room or even a luxury Airbnb. And then, every room, as we're about to see, has these great walk-in closets and fantastic ensuite bathrooms.
Yeah, come and have a look at the size of this closet. Again, this isn't the primary suite. This is just one of the guest closets. Absolutely enormous. You've got these floating shelves all the way around, a huge amount of drawer space. This guy here, this is your laundry chute. Your laundry hampers, which I love that detail. It's, everything hidden away. You've got single hung and then some double hung bars in here, and it's really nice because you have this oil rub bronze detail which sort of accents the same darker details like the shadow lines and the doors and windows for the exterior, the Fleetwoods. So you've got that little detail continuing through the house. Let's go and have a look at the ensuite bathroom in this bedroom.
These bathrooms in this house are actually some of my favourites. This bathroom we've used a big 24 by 24 porcelain tile, and it really has this cloudy look to it with a little bit of brown in it. It's very important with these bathrooms, you know, if you just have stone everywhere the same, which we see a lot of people that when they do these homes, they just put stone everywhere. It's overpowering, it's too much. It's very important that you do break up your stone with these different finishes. Again, we've got the cloudburst tile here, and then you have what must be a 10-foot shower with the inbuilt 60-inch hidden floor drain and this very nice shower bench, which is also built in. A really nice space, huge, you know, good sized bathroom, and the design detail to this, the colouring of it makes it feel really light and ethereal. That said, let's go and check out the other guest bedroom before we hit the Premier Suites.
So into one of the other guest suites, if you continue through, again, you've got beautiful access straight out to this view through these Fleetwoods. Another very large walk-in closet in here, similar to the other one, laundry hamper, and the same floating oak shelves, and then straight into the bathroom with a slightly different tile setup.
Again, brushed brass mirror, and this bathroom actually has the bathtub in it, which is also grounded in this Caesar stone cloudburst with this long, full-length linear niche, which is really cool. I like that a lot. So back outside the two guest bedrooms, we do have the access door, which you will get from the lower garage if you want to come in. And I just want to talk about the hallway. You know, this hallway is really light-filled. It's 8 to 10 foot wide. You have this floating staircase, which obviously is open beneath, and this light well created from upstairs. You know, a lot of hallways like this, when you don't have a lot of natural light, could feel really dark, but because it's been designed like this, with the light well, with the glass door, with the width, it actually makes a really nice gallery wall, a perfect place to actually put all your artwork.
So I'd like to bring you in on the right-hand side. We've got this laundry room. So it's a full sort of galley style, long linen laundry room. We've got the Blanco sink, so that, you know, for those difficult stains, you can soak everything. A tremendous amount of storage, all the way for laundry supplies. And then down on the bottom, we've got pullouts again. Now, it's sort of rare to see this much detail go into a laundry room, and that's why these designs, these builds are, you know, really do hold themselves well. Again, white oak pull-out shelves throughout this lower section. On here, for the counter and the backsplash, we've got the same Caesar stone, the cloudburst, and that continues to this sort of countertop, which will wrap around your laundry washer and dryer. And then this is actually a concrete wall, which is makes up part of the foundations to the house. So you get that really, really nice sort of industrial vibe, again, offset with the white oak for the cabinetry. Let's go and have a look at the primary suite. That's the impressive one.
Okay, so welcome to the Premier Suite. We have almost 1,200 square foot of living space here. It is fucking insane. Okay, first off, we have this private living room for your Premier Suite. We have this beautiful, again, porcelain countertop, tons of storage underneath, again with these very nice MTech hardware, floating oak shelves, and then the central piece, which currently has this very nice art piece, obviously has a television behind it, so you can come watch your movies away from the children and everyone else that you want to escape. Going around this way, we have these massive Fleetwood sliding doors. We have 3 here and then 3 behind us, which all open up to really give some of the best views in the house, equal, if not better, to the dining room upstairs, because you do have the house below slightly more hidden by the vicus trees, which are currently where they need to be at the moment. And then beyond that, we have an outdoor seating area, which we'll look at in a second. I do really love this master bedroom suite. You can just imagine lying in your bed and waking up to this view, or the sunset every single night. It's really spectacular. I love these big, chunky nightstands as well. They're all operated individually from either side of the bed. And it really is a very, very special bedroom here, especially when you go and see the master bathroom and the master closet, which Jonathan's going to show you now.
And now to one of my favorite parts of the house is this 500 square foot closet. This thing is enormous. It actually feels more like you're in one of those Rodeo Drive clothing stores, because everything is so high end when you walk in here. You've got all of this open hang space with these gorgeous LED lights, top and bottom, and then this white oak paneling all the way through. You've got these white floating oak shelves, and then over here you've got this this vanity station, again with this beautiful porcelain counter, big mirror, and then sconces banking either side. And then you've got this gigantic getting ready dress mirror to make sure you're looking good every day. Other features that you've got is you've got these two huge islands, which I love. His, hers, 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 his. It covers everybody. And you've got interior is all white oak. So watch collections, ties, jewelry. It's absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it really does feel like you're in Rodeo Drive.
Yeah.
And you've got these beautiful modern form chandeliers. Again, if you're interested in buying any of these light fixtures, you can find them linked through our website.
Yep.
And then the stone here, which is slightly different from everywhere else in the house.
Yeah.
And it has this sort of beautiful, sort of golden brown veining running through it. It's really quite exquisite. And you know, I know there's lots of different styles of closets. You know, you've got you can have the door fronted, closed in, but I do like the fact that it's also open, also accessible, and then the fact that you've got this layout where you've got, you know, shoes, handbags everywhere. You know, it's a really sort of, I'll say, fun closet,
yeah,
but it does have like a really cool vibe to it.
Yeah, little extra details that you wouldn't necessarily see in a closet is you've got waterfall counters dropping down on both sides of these islands. That's, you know, it's a really high-end detail that is often saved just for, you know, the kitchen or something like that. So to have that in here, really, really high-end detail. Let's check out the rest of the master.
Absolutely incredible closet, and then coming in to the master bathroom suite, and I think we'll all agree this is also pretty spectacular. This run of cabinetry with his and hers sinks and a makeup station at the end must be about, what, 18 foot, 16 foot? Yeah. And what you'll see here, again, is, you know, obviously beautiful soft close oak drawers, but the porcelain has actually been taken around the outside of these drawers and are returned here and in through there. It's a detail that I haven't seen on anything to date,
no,
and is just very, very, very nice. Behind me, you have your toilet, and again, which Jonathan points out in one of the other bathrooms, there's this additional little brush schluder which goes around the door jamb here. You know, just to show, you know, we're in the master bedroom suite, we're going a little bit, you know, next level up, and these sort of details are really well thought out and really very, very nice. Master bathroom shower is here, which you enter through two doors. You've got your rainforest shower above you, hand shower here, and then two his and hers niches, again with the 6 foot inbuilt linear drain. And then there's another little detail here, which is, again, really, really pretty, and works really, really well. We have the subway tile, which helps break up the space. You know, again, as we talked about earlier, you know, when you have these bathrooms, if everyone just coated in the porcelain slab, it can feel a bit clinical. So it is nice to sort of break it up with the subway. And again, you've got a solid white oak shelving unit here, which gives you visibility from the shower to the ocean, but also gives you another place to store your bits and pieces, whether you're in the shower or in this really impressive 72-inch soaking tub. The fixtures in this bathroom are beautiful, and it's really, really nice to sort of see how materials have been used. Obviously we have regular drywall, but then we have about 7 slabs of this beautiful porcelain, which has wonderful veining and is all book matched throughout the bathroom. Again, as I said, using this subway is very smart to sort of break it up a little bit. And on this wall behind the vanities that we touched upon earlier, you have this oatmeal stucco, which was also on the back wall in the powder room above. And then to really just finish off this whole experience, this whole premier suite experience, we have another set of sliding doors behind us which go out onto this really cool private deck for your master suite.
So what's lovely as you walk outside over here, as I mentioned earlier, the upstairs deck actually protrudes over to give you shade for your lower private deck area, access off the master bathroom and the master bedroom. And what's lovely is you've got this seating moment out here with this fire pit, and then just this ridiculous panoramic expansive view across the beach and all the way to the mountain canyon view as well.
So back out the front of the property, there's actually a staircase which leads down to the lower level right here. And it leads through to this really cool little gravelled courtyard between the main house, where you have the decks off bedroom 3, 2 and the living room, and leads into your 2-car garage and your gym. Now this isn't actually finished yet. I think they're still waiting on some final permitting to get this closed in. But the fact that you have this 2-car garage which you can drive into, come in straight to the main house, and then this separate little gym area is obviously a great little bonus. And then moving down, as we come through this courtyard, you again, as I was saying, have this another sort of semi-hidden pathway down to the pool. And again, once these potocarpus bushes grow up and start growing, it will feel a lot more hidden. And that really is, as we're going to see, is really the real magic of this property.
So we'll meet you down at the pool. So what you'll notice when you're down at the pool area is an expansive deck with multiple moments. Now, your cooking moment, your dining moment right here, you've got the concrete counter, your little prep sink, and a 36-inch barbecue for an additional outdoor dining moment. Now, as I was talking about these moments, you've got this little seating area right here. So as people are splashing in the pool, you can be overseeing what's going on there. And again, if you walk up these little steps up here, we've got another alfresco dining moment. This one is actually one of my favorites because you're at a slightly elevated platform. You've got these beautiful birds, birds of paradise in the background, sort of sheltering you. And then your view is over this glorious pool and then straight out to that canyon.
Yeah, I mean, again, as we were saying earlier, once this landscaping really starts to pop off, you're going to feel much more sheltered here, and it's going to feel really secluded. So you're going to have this sort of hidden garden feel. And then I suppose as we extend through here, a couple of little steps down to your sun lounging area, which again, you sit here, enjoy. These views really are fantastic. Point Dume, ocean and canyon below. And then more moments over, can be found over here.
Yeah, so over on this side, you've actually got a fire pit, which feels honestly like you have an infinity pool that looks out over the edge. This is like an infinity fireplace where you're sat down, the view and the hillside just drops off in front of you. So when you're sat here, you've just got this spectacular view behind, and it just drops completely off. And one of the reasons you get all of these moments are there's all these tiers. So you go up a few steps, down a few steps, and it makes the whole place feel a little more organic. It's not just one big flat pad and everything smattered on it. You've got these little elevations as you go round. Now, one of my favorite hidden details on this is actually the airstream, which you'll see behind you. Dougal, will you run us through the details of the airstream?
Sure. Yeah, so this is a really cool feature. We've got a 30-foot Airstream, little grass pad in front, and then this wonderful Ipe deck in front of it, which has all been built in. And then inside, you have these two little day beds. Definitely possible to sleep in here. They have got an air conditioning unit to cool it down or heat it up as you see fit. And then this very nice little built-in kitchen. So, you know, really quite a magical space, but let's go back inside and summarise what we've just seen. Well, that was really cool. You know, the quality of craftsmanship that's gone into this house is extensive. And, you know, 5,200 square foot, very well managed. I mean, the master bedroom suite is insane. Yeah. Possibly one of the nicest I've ever seen. But also just the overall feel and vibe of this house, very, very light, very, very airy. Views from pretty much every room in the house, and a really great family house. You know, it has this real homely feel.
Now, what's your favourite part of the house if you had to pick just one?
I mean, yeah, definitely the master suite.
Okay.
I mean, that master bathroom is beautiful. And, you know, I know you're a big fashion guy, so I'm guessing yours was the closet.
Yeah, that closet. Do you know what would be fun is not fighting with my wife over closet space. There'd be too much closet space, which I've never thought of it could exist in a house. Secondly, for me, you know, I love that master suite, but that kitchen, my God, it's so big, but yet feels so comfortable. You've got this incredible island in the middle, and you know, I do a lot of entertaining, so a big kitchen island, everyone kind of, you know, always gravitates to that kitchen island. So for me, yeah, I think that kitchen really takes it.
Yeah, I mean, the flow for the house is really cool. I mean, obviously, this is kind of an inverse floor plan with the bedrooms downstairs and main living upstairs. But it works really nicely because the fact is you have this flow through the kitchen, through the living room, then out onto the decks. And then the bedrooms themselves don't feel dark at all. No. It works really, really well. And I think the layout is fantastic. And then, of course, the fact you've got these grounds. I mean, we're at like almost 2 acres of land here. And the fact that you have, you know, the upper lot where you have the main entrance to the house, you have the lower lot where you have the garage and the gym, and then you have even further down below, you have the pool and the Airstream, and not one, but 2 barbecue areas to entertain in. You can't really ask for much more.
No, this house is really spectacular. And as always, if you want to come and see this house or any of our developments, just give us a call.
And with that said, we'll see you on the next episode of Mansion Tours.